Brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا دائما أبدا. It is narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari that on one occasion, and this is during the time of Eid, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to the home of his wife, the mother of the believers, Aisha radiallahu anha, and there were two young ladies that were at her home, and they were singing songs, meaning the songs that they would sing in the times of war, in particular during the times of when Bani Aus and Bani Khazraj used to be at war with each other prior to them accepting Islam. And when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in the house with her, then shortly after, Abu Bakr Siddiq, Aisha's father, came in and he made a comment that said, the musical instruments of Shaitan are near the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told Abu Bakr, he said, Dahuma, just let them be, just leave them alone. Then is also narrated in the same time, and this is the time of Eid, that there were a group of people who were black. The hadith says as Sudan, but just means black people, not the country of Sudan. But on the day of Eid, they were playing in sport with their shields and their spears, doing the types of dances and the we could say the war play that the Abyssinian people would do at that time. And meaning Aisha was watching this as they were doing this. And then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told them, Dunakum ya Bani Arfidah. Carry on, keep on doing what you're doing, Bani Arfidah. Keep on with your sport, with your playing, with your dancing. And then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked our mother Aisha, was she satisfied? Because she came up and she was watching them with the dance and the sport, and then she watched for a while. Then she said, "Yes, I'm satisfied." And then he said, "Fadhhabi." Okay, well then you can go now that you're satisfied. The point is, brothers and sisters in Islam, that we have narrations that are authentic that say that there was singing during the time of Eid. There were people who were playing the drums. There were dancing during the time of the Eid. From one group, there was the Ansar, who weren't from Mecca but from Medina, and some of those were black Arabs, including in Bani Khazraj, black Arabs. Then you had the people from Africa, from Abyssinia, which constitutes Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti, which is, of course, is the Somali people and also part of the Sudan, modern day Sudan. These were the lands of the people that the Sahabah were a part of, and they did their sport and their dance, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam allowed them to do this. So the point being, my brothers and sisters in Islam, is that he did not seek to erase their culture. The Ansar and the people of Aus and Khazraj, and those people in Medina, had a different culture than even the people of Mecca, but they both were Arabs. They had some different, slightly different cultural practices. And then also the Abyssinians had their cultural practice, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam allowed them to continue these practices in Islam, and had told Abu Bakr, in fact, to leave them alone, calm down. In other words, don't try to erase or change their culture, as long as it does not openly go against the Quran and that which the Prophet alaihi afdalus commanded. And with that, we ask Almighty Allah Azza wa Jal to have us have a healthy appreciation of culture. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.